Welcome to Epic Adventure. Today's special guest, Michelle Pennington, the CEO of Gravity Glassworks. And here's your host, Rachel Rock.
We're here today at Gravity Glassworks, which is another one of the jewels in Shreveport that a lot of people don't know about, but everybody should. Right now I'm with Miss Pennington, Miss Michelle Pennington, and she is the owner and CEO of Glassworks, Gravity Glassworks. And she's going to tell us a little bit about some of the items that you can come in and make for yourself and all the different services that she has to offer. So let's go take it, Michelle.
Yeah, so we do offer create your own workshops. These are good for the public who have no experience whatsoever. And you can choose from around 25 to 30 different options between hand-blown glass flowers. We have hummingbird feeders. We've got wine glasses, wavy bowls, a bunch of stuff. We try to change them up seasonally to keep it fresh for people all year and so that you keep coming back. In addition to that, we also do like memorial art where you can add the cremation ashes to glass. So it's like a nice little keepsake memorial for your loved ones or your pets. And we also do things like unity glass. So if anybody wants to incorporate a unity ceremony into their wedding, we just provide the colored glass in which you would mix together at the ceremony. The person performing the ceremony would make all the magic happen with the words, and then you'd bring your mix back to us where we make your forever work of art.
Oh, wonderful. No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. So there's so many unique things that you can do here at Gravity Glassworks. There's a workshop back here in the back that we're going to go to. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to make my first piece of fine art.
Yeah.
That will be placed in the museum of Rachel's house. So we're going to get started. You'll get an opportunity to kind of look and see some of the items that she has to offer. And we're going to watch Michelle in action.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're excited about that. So we're going to head on back to the back and make some glass artifacts.
All right, so come with me and come on this side of the rack.
Okay.
Slide your hand up.
Okay.
Move this over so that he can see, and then you're gonna turn. Just press to get up and turn.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got
right
it.
hand up a little bit higher too. The other hand.
Up a little higher.
This one. Sorry.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, and then just keep going around so that it creates more of a cylinder.
Ah.
There you go. All right, carefully move backwards to the reheating.
Dun, 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 dun.
Set it down on the roller. Keep turning.
Okay.
Flip it. Yeah, set it
down.
down.
Use all the fingers.
Yep. Slide it in.
Okay.
Let's pause on that high point for just a second. And now go ahead and keep turning.
Okay.
Keep it in there a little bit farther. Good. There you go.
All right, and we're turning.
Yeah. So once that melts, you can get a second coat.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. This is some wrist work.
Pause. Again. Get it back on center. Now go ahead. Actually, go ahead and come on out and just slide your hand back to the center and then pick it up and go get some more color.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, turn.
Right hand up in the back. So
right hand.
That one.
This one.
Yep. And this one goes in.
Yep.
And press. Pick it up and turn. Press. Pick it
Up and turn. Up and turn.
Yeah.
Up and turn.
Very good. All right, go ahead and make your way back to the reheating chamber. Keep it level and turning. Set it down on the roller, slide it in, and watch it melt. Set it down. Good. Let's scoot that in a little deeper.
Okay.
Good.
Ooh.
Once it melts this time, you're going to roll it on the table level to create a cylinder.
Okay.
Can you move that color out of the way, Vigo, for me? Thank you. Man.
Uh-oh.
If we're just slammed.
Yeah, that's good. That's always good.
I know, right?
Always good. All right.
All right, come on out. Slide your hand back, pick it up, head to the table.
Okay.
Get perpendicular to the table. Drop everything to level, including the back, down in the back, down in the back, and roll.
Okay.
Don't put any pressure. Just turn.
Just
back.
turn.
Come back.
Come back.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This
Go
is
back.
a workout.
Yeah.
The workout I didn't do, I just made up for.
It's okay.
This
you're
is a
you're
lot
about
of
to get
fun.
done with the hard part. So I'm going to take this from you.
Okay.
Now, do you want to leave your color speckled like this, or did you want it swirled?
Let's do
up to you.
Speckled. We'll
Okay.
keep it speckled.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna move it around a little bit on the table one more time and get it ready to the pipe. I'm gonna trap that pressure inside with my thumb and it'll make its way out to the hot glass on the end.
Okay.
Into your beads though. So it'll be
Okay.
a second. And when I'm heating, I'm always looking for the movement. So I want it to be falling pretty rapidly, but right now you can see that the table kind of sucked the heat straight out of it.
Okay.
And so I'm waiting for that to build back up.
And this is at 2,000 degrees
Yep.
of heat.
Yeah, 2,000 degrees.
Wow. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And to watch it just come into formation, like to see the product, you know,
Yeah,
every step
for
of the way.
sure, for
You know, I'm
sure.
seeing progress.
Yep.
This
All
is
right,
great.
starting to get some heat on it. So I'm gonna head back to the table and I'll squish it around a little bit just to get more off the rod and into your piece. So I'm putting a lot of pressure on it on that back end and I'm coming up to level while turning. Kind of pulling back just a little bit to lengthen it.
Okay.
Then I'll shorten that space up. And then I'll take one more heat to give it that bubble.
Wow.
So,
How pretty.
yeah.
How pretty already.
Again, looking for movement. Once I see movement again, then I'll do that puff of air in the pipe and trap that pressure inside. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give it that puff of air. So trapping that pressure inside. The only way I can really tell if there's a bubble forming is by looking for texture that forms just past the end of the blowpipe.
Okay.
And so that will tell me that the bubble's being pushed from the inside out because the colors are being spread apart. But I'm going to add a little extra heat just to kind of expedite that and also be sure that we have a bubble. Here it comes. And that's really all the bigger we need the bubble initially. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down briefly just to press that texture back into the surface. And then I'm going to show you how we blow the glass now. We don't do it traditionally with our mouths anymore
Okay.
because we got lazy.
Okay.
But really, who wants to do squats
Right.
all day? So we
That
use
is
this
true.
pump.
Okay.
And so you're going to hold on to just the silver part.
Okay.
The white part spins and you just press it up against the end of that rod, like nice and firm, good. And then as I tell you, it would be one pump at a time. Sometimes I say half. And when I say off or stop, be sure to pull it all the way off. So go ahead and pull it off for now.
Okay.
And right now we're actually purposefully letting this cool down around 1,000 degrees. And I can tell the temperature of the glass by looking at the orange color in the back.
Okay.
So you see it's already faded to like a dull red to almost clear. And that's how I know when it's around that 1,000 degrees. And it's been solid for quite some time, you know.
Okay.
If it was too hot when I gathered, it would just fall back off into the furnace.
Okay.
But it's ready. So you can peek in here. I will let some of the glass fall off, so it's always fun to watch the consistency if you want to look over or under my shoulder. So I'll cover the whole surface.
Oh,
And I'm lifting
wow.
it up. See that streaming off?
Yeah.
So just gives you a really good idea of that consistency.
Oh, wow.
Now I will shape the glass by using a wooden tool called a block. So the block is soaked in water to create a layer of steam between the block and the glass.
Okay.
So that's what's actually shaping and cooling it, is just that steam. I'll take one quick reheat after this just to even out that temperature, bringing that first layer back up to the 2,000 degree mark, and then we'll start to inflate it. So we'll get some good movement on it. Alright, so my goal initially is to create a nice even wall thickness bubble. So I'm going to chill the sides and let you blow the bubbles out into the solid glass. So go ahead and give me a very slow pump. And just a half of a pump. And one more half. Another one.
Another half?
Yep. Let me wet that paper. Give me a full pump now. And another one. And off. Good. So now we have a nice even wall thickness bubble. So I'm gonna take a heat. We'll start to puff out the shoulders of the bowl next. And then soon after that, I'll add a constriction line to separate the piece from the pipe.
Okay.
But notice it pretty much stopped moving again, so we weren't going to be able to do anything else until we added more heat.
Okay.
Now we're starting to build up that heat again, starting to see it fall.
This is such beautiful artwork. I mean, the whole process is so nice.
Yeah.
It really is nice.
Yeah.
And it's a nice workout.
Yeah, it is.
Indeed, it's a workout.
I could be in better shape though.
Right.
But you know, it's okay. Give me a half of a pump. One more half pump. And off. Good. So I'm going to add that constriction line next after this next piece. Again, separating the piece from the pipe, and then we'll blow it up a lot after that.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna add that constriction line. Just kind of squeezing that valley down, tighter than the end of the blowpipe. Oops. There we go. Good. All right, now go ahead and give me a big pump. And another one. And another one. And another big one. Another one. Another. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And stop. Good. Pull it off. Good. Awesome. Just going to tighten up this constriction line one more time, but I think we are ready to paddle the bottom.
Oh, wow.
So you can go ahead and set that down over here. Vigo, can I get you to show her how to use the paddle?
Okay, wonderful.
So I'll chill the sides briefly just so they don't move, and then you're just going to come onto the bottom in just a moment. All right, go ahead and touch the bottom now. And off for a moment. You can go off. I'm just going to make sure there's a nice little tuck in area so that it sits flat on a donut no matter what. Go ahead and come on. Gently. Good. And off. Good. So you're going to use that tool in just a moment. Feel free to step back towards the red box skill on the floor, and there's a fan there. But we have to puntee it, so transfer it onto a different rod. So he's got the solid steel rod called a puntee. He's getting a bit of glass on the end of the rod. Gonna shape it up on the table, take a quick reheat, and then present it to me where I'll stick it in the center of the bottom and break it from the constriction line. So while I'm waiting, I'm always maintaining the temperature of the glass, keeping it above 1,000 degrees so it doesn't crack or explode. Go ahead. So the puntee is always going to be hotter than the bowl so that it creates a temporary connection and not a full fuse. As we'll have to break it off of here again in just a little bit. So now I'll go ahead and stick this to the center of the bottom as best I can. I'm going to press down on it while turning to finish centering it up. And I'm going to add some water on that constriction line, thermal shocking it enough to break it with a tap on the rod.
Oh my goodness.
So you're going to come back into this mix now, so we're going to have you smooth out that lip, and Beagle will show you how. And just
Okay.
stay there. Yeah.
This is another one of those workouts where they do the work. I just get back to sit back and enjoy.
See, this is the best part about our studio. We get the sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Is it?
We had no sunshine in the old studio. You saw it.
Right,
Really done
exactly.
good.
Oh. Exactly. This will cure it. This will take care of it.
Yep.
Everybody just needs to come through here and get a chance to feel the sun.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So now I'll go on the inside with my tool. And I'm going to have you touch the lip of the glass. Yep, on top of the tool very gently. Good. That's just smoothing out that broken area. And off. All right. Go ahead and enter the glass. You're going to be touching the bottom wall. Spread it open. Move with me. Yep. Touching the bottom wall with the tips. Kind of pushing down through the tips right here on the end. So push down and spread open and move back and forth. It shields your hand for you. Let me get a little more heat. You can see it already pretty much solidified.
Yes.
So we'll get some more heat so we can do just a little more. We'll basically start where we just left off.
Linear days, the faster.
Okay. Okay.
Go back.
And going back, okay. This is a wonderful experience, though. This is therapeutic.
Yeah.
This really is.
Yeah.
This is therapeutic. I am so enjoying it, and then to just watch it as it's developing. And
Right?
this is my first creation.
I know. I love it.
Yes.
Alrighty, go ahead, enter. Press the end there, push down through the tips. Oops, yep, sorry, that was my bad. Gotta turn. There you go. Nice. Maybe a little bit more with the tips. Good, right there. And let me take it from you. So now the fun part about this one is that the rest happens with science.
Okay.
We're gonna use heat, centrifugal force, and gravity to make it wavy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, give me one and then get ready for the other. So I'm gonna heat up the front half of the bowl so hot so that as I start to spin faster, it'll spread open like a plate, and then when I bring it out, it'll drape and make it wavy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, this is where the magic
The
is.
masterpiece.
Okay, so I'm starting to spin faster.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead and give me that door.
Wow, how beautiful. Oh, Michelle, I love it.
And then it becomes wavy.
Look at that.
So now we just have to even it out in temperature and then break it off on that little table over there. So I'm adding a little extra heat to the back end just to kind of allow it to thermal shock a little bit easier for me. I'm gonna take one more overall heat and then we'll break it off right there. So flashing it. Coming over to the wooden table, you can get to the side of it if you'd like. Perfect. I'm gonna add some water on that connection. You can edit this part out because it burns me every time.
Oh,
There's nothing that'll ever get you used to that heat, just to be honest with you. I'm gonna quickly fire polish this so there's nothing sharp. Now we're gonna rush it off to the kiln and let it cool overnight.
And there we are.
oh, wow. How pretty. Yay. That was great. That was great. Tell us about your classes, anything about...
Yeah, we generally offer the workshops Wednesdays through Saturdays. There's various times. You can book on our website at hightgravityglassworks.com or give us a call at 318-582-1424 and we can book you for you. We do take walk-ins, but often we book up, like today.
Yeah, right.
So I do recommend an appointment. So.
Wonderful. Well, we thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come see what it was all about and to actually experience this.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that and praying that people will come from all over just to have this experience. If you don't like to go to casinos, this is another alternative for those people that are not gamblers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you are here, you do things by appointment, and so, you know, we're so glad to have you here and so glad that you are one of Shreveport's hidden jewels.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're
for having me.
welcome. You're welcome.